For £4, 3 meals, the challenge evolves into something a lot simpler. Rather than taking a significant amount of time as before, this week I wanted to prove that you could buy a quick and easy selection of effectively ready-made foods that you could do almost immediately. As such, I went to get some instant oats, some soup, and then some pasta. Given the easy amount of preparation, I compromised slightly on variety, and I could have easily got more nutritional foods and more food if I'd been willing to take the time to make it myself. However, I think that this proves the ease of the extra budget, and therefore I go simple. So, now it's that part of the video where we find out how I did. Now, unfortunately, I have definitely failed again this week, although not as badly as with the £2 video. I got 1,164 calories out of 2,000. I was under on the fat, which is good. You need to have less than 70. I got 28.1 grams. I was under on saturates. I got 7.5 grams. You need to be under 20. However, I did not reach the amount of carbohydrates that I needed. I got 174.4 out of 260. Same for sugars, I got 34.4 grams out of 90. Fibre, I got close, but not there, 26.5 grams out of 30. And protein, 40.5 grams out of 50. The only remaining positive is that I was under on salt with 5.66 grams, which is under 6. So, why was this week the way it was? Well, I think at £4 there is no longer a cost that hasn't really been mentioned too much so far, which is time. I wanted to show this week that you can go in and buy stuff pretty quickly and easily, so that cooking is very painless. £1 video, £2 video, I had to spend a lot of time working out what to cook and being very careful. Whereas this time I just walked in and just picked up 3 things that could all be made very, very simply with me not really having to do anything. Also, I think this suffered because normally, I think, if you're going to buy stuff, you only really need to buy the things that you haven't got a stock of. You'll probably have a stock of rice, you'll have a stock of pasta, you'll have enough stuff that you only really need to buy little bits. But because of an unspoken rule, which is that I have to eat all the food that I get, I don't want to buy stuff that's going to go to waste and not get the full value of it. So I have been eating everything that I've been buying, and that means that I want to do exactly £4. So I'd say that this was a failure, but I think it does prove the relative ease of convenience at £4. You don't have to worry about trying to find out what you need to get. You just go in and get stuff. I saved so much more time this week compared to the others, and while the calories aren't there, it was definitely a step up from last week, and it was definitely a lot easier. This was also probably the first week where any of these meals have actually been enjoyable, so that's a plus. So next week we'll do £8, and hopefully that should be a lot easier. I'm looking forward to getting a good source of protein and getting some variety. I think variety is the big thing here. Part of the reasons that I've suffered so far is that I haven't been doing meals twice. So I could have easily got to the account if I'd done something with tuna in it today. But I've already done tuna, so I want to try and do different meals and show you how this evolves, trying to keep variety as high as possible. Thank you for watching. See you next time.